Now, based on the feedback that I've received, I'm going to show you some additional Python scripts and show you how you can leverage Wireshark to capture usernames and passwords automatically off the wire. In this example, I've got an OSPF script, I've got an FTP script, and I've got a telnet script. These are Python scripts. So I'll show you in a moment how you can use both Wireshark, which leverages T-Shark, to capture traffic off the wire in real time and then look for something in that capture, such as OSPF, and then print something. Now, I've expanded my GNS3 topology slightly. I've still got my Ubuntu client, which is connected in this example to a Cisco switch, which in turn is connected to an Ether switch, which is connected to the internet. I've got an Ubuntu 2 PC, and I've got a Toolbox PC running here. What I have done on the Cisco switch is enable port span or mirroring. So on the Ethernet switch, show run. If I scroll down all the way to the bottom, notice I've got these monitor sessions. I am monitoring traffic from this source interface, gigabit 01, and I'm copying that to interface gigabit 00. So all traffic that's been received on gigabit 01, this interface to the router, is going to be copied to this interface. In other words, to my Ubuntu client, where I'm running T-Shark and Wireshark. So again, source interface gigabit 01, destination interface gigabit 00. I've got this Toolbox server. It's running an FTP server, TFTP server, web server, and so forth. What I'll do as an example is copy the config of the router to the Toolbox server using FTP. And using this FTP script, I should be able to see the username and the password dynamically captured using Wireshark. Okay, now in previous videos, I've shown you how to install Wireshark, but I'll demonstrate it again here. If you're happy with the installation of T-Shark and Wireshark, then skip the rest of this video and go to the next video where I'll show you the first script, which is OSPF. Okay, so only continue watching if you want to see how to install this. In GNS3, there is a problem downloading traffic from the internet through a Cisco switch. So I'm going to get this Ubuntu client to connect to the internet directly via the Ether switch. That's just so that I can install the software. So on the Ubuntu client, ipconfig shows me my IP address. First thing I'll do, per my sort of list of scripts, is app get update. So update Ubuntu references. Okay, so that's done. Next thing to do is to install T-Shark. Wireshark leverages T-Shark. It basically is a wrapper for T-Shark. So you can get it to do anything that T-Shark does. So through a Python script, you can manipulate stuff in T-Shark. You can extract information from T-Shark in the same way as if you were using it manually. But we're doing that through Python. Okay, the next thing I'll do is install Python 3 pip. So app get install Python 3 pip. Install that. That actually installs Python at the same time, so Python 3 will be installed as well. And then I'll install Wireshark using pip3. So basically, you could just copy these commands onto an Ubuntu host and install the software yourself. I have shown you how to do this previously, but I just want to show you the full process of how to get this set up. Okay, that's done. So the last step is pip install Wireshark. Okay, and that's done as well. So Python 3, that works. T-Shark, hopefully we'll see some captures. There you go. So T-Shark is now installed. Wireshark is installed. So I'm going to delete that link and connect the PC directly to gigabit 00 on the switch, because port mirroring is happening from this interface to this interface. So let's go back to the Ubuntu client and make sure that it's seeing the traffic. So T-Shark. Are we seeing any packets? Yes, we are. There's an OSPF packet as an example. There's EIGRP. And on the router, as an example, if I pinged 192.168.122.254, that's the NAT cloud, we should see ICMP traffic. Assuming that that's working properly, we don't see that. Let's do a ping to 255. Assuming that I'm doing it right here, you can see the broadcast traffic. So the ICMP traffic is being sent. So that's great. What I'll do as a last test is ping from the toolbox to the router and make sure that that is seen by the T-Shark application. So the router's got this IP address. Let's do it from the Ubuntu host, from Ubuntu 2. So on Ubuntu 2, I should be able to ping 192.168.122 and the IP address of the router, which is 82. So the ping succeeds, and on Ubuntu 1, we should see those ICMP packets, and there you go. Notice I can see the ICMP messages. So that works great. Okay, so in the next video, I'll show you how to use these Python scripts to capture traffic.